Going live. We're live.
Hi.
Oh,
see, it's not as bad as you thought. It's good. It's easy.
Thanks for coming to our live stream, guys. I'm Alexandra.
I'm Melissa, and I'm debating whether I should wear my glasses or not. If I go googly eyed, I'll put them back down.
That's so funny. Yeah, thanks for joining, guys. We're in Melissa's Makeover office space.
Yes, and I have to tell you, I have been working here since you guys left. I unpacked my desk finally. I started working. If you look right over there, I'm not showing you guys. Alexandra, you can see that pile of paper in my backpack there.
Yes.
That contains all my receipts that I'm currently working on during tax season.
Yeah.
And it feels so good to have
so
like an
glad.
actual physical workspace where I can just be me. I can have my heater on, whatever music I want.
Yay.
It's just, I'm living my life.
I'm
living my best
I
life.
walked in here. I was like, oh, it feels so nice. And you've made it yours by adding a couple plants, getting all your makeup organized. A lot.
Like it's a forest in here.
But yeah, it looks really good. And I'm really happy you're happy.
Thank you. Yeah, I showed you really quick, but like I've gone through and I have like organized all my makeup and like I'm just feeling so feely right now. Like it just feels really good.
So exciting. I'm getting so many comments.
Yeah, it's really nice to see everybody popping in
everyone.
On this nice bright afternoon.
I don't think I've ever done a live, so this is kind of new for me.
I'm so glad I'm here to support you during your first live. You're all good.
Okay, so should we get right into it? I know we had a ton of questions. We're gonna ask our friends over in the corner. What's the first question?
The wall you guys have all been asking about.
Oh yeah,
that's
wall.
the first question. The fourth wall, the mysterious fourth wall.
Okay.
What's up with it?
So many people in the comments were freaking out about this wood wall. They were like,
they loved it, obviously.
Well, they were like, why didn't you touch that wall? Like, what happened to the fourth wall? So I'll let you talk about the fourth wall.
Sure.
But I will say that we just didn't have we didn't have enough budget to tackle this side of the room. And you have so many plans for this side of the room. And if you guys could see it, it's like you have to rip down the whole wall in order for us to actually
it's like fishing lodge chic. But like 60s fishing lodge. So here's the thing. When we bought the house, this office was the husband or the man of the house's office. And he was like Mr. Fishing Lodge. So this made all kinds of sense. Like having the wood paneling was him. Like it was just his vibe.
Yeah.
So when I took this office, it was sort of eye-rolly, but I looked at it and I'm like, I can see past this. And when we eventually make this space over, we will just take the paneling down.
Right.
The challenges and the reason we didn't want to tackle it during Make My Space Work is because I actually don't know what's behind that wall. There's a fireplace on the other side.
Yeah.
So there's questions about what's going on back there.
Yes.
And it could be something costly. So it's something I would have rather taken on because I didn't want to burden you guys with it given time constraints and budget.
And it doesn't really go with the vibe that we transformed this.
No, it actually doesn't at all go with the vibe. It doesn't at all.
So we that's why we didn't show it, because we just weren't tackling that side of the room, and it just wouldn't have looked right if we had have done like, and here's the after.
It's just so out of place. It's actually comical to look at.
Yeah.
But the fun thing is I really thought about what I can do with the space. I bought a really fun piece of art for it.
It's beautiful, yeah.
I'm going to put a mirror up somewhere so I can do like finally outfit shots.
Yes.
Which I can't really do right now.
Yes. And you have this beautiful backdrop.
I do. I could do there are so many different options in this office.
What is your plan for this side of the room?
I mean, first I want to see what's going on there.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to have it level. Like I think it's going to have to be notched.
Yes.
And then, like I said, I think I want to get that piece of art up and then maybe do like a plant shelf over there to get some light coming in.
Because eventually you're ripping up the carpet in this room, right? And you're putting hardwood. So
no. We're putting luxury vinyl.
Right,
y'all can't do hardwood in the basement.
Vinyl.
Luxury, it's a thing.
Yeah, but you're keeping everything that we've done, but then just changing the like bones of it, I guess.
Yeah. There are going to be very few additional changes. I'm also going to do repot lights because the ones redo pot lights because the ones I have right now look like old ugly eyeballs coming out of the ceiling.
It's a very it's very retro room. I kind of love it.
Yeah, like retro in not a good way.
Yeah,
over there.
I'm just looking at the comments. There's so many.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yay. Oh my gosh. Is it bad that I'm hiding in Tesco so I can watch? Shout out to the British fans in Tesco.
Yes.
Tesco's like a grocery store.
I know what it is. I've been to England before.
I love it. Okay, next question.
Next question. Isn't that a kid's chair? I thought she had it there for her daughter so she could be with her when she's downstairs, from Mila.
Okay. I could talk forever about this chair and it's not mine.
Are you loving it right now?
Well, when I came over
Wait, can you
last
put
time.
your feet on the bottom? That's
but
the
I'm
real
like-
way.
Yes.
Isn't that better?
So this chair, Melissa taught me all about it. It comes as like a baby high chair, right?
Yeah, it's really like a chair for life.
Yes.
It's by this
So
company
nice.
called Nomi, and it can start off as like a little baby. I was gonna say baby holder. Oh my god, what a day! Like a cradle, not that you can have the baby sleep. I am a mother, and this is coming out of my mouth. That's
baby holder.
terrifying. Like a little cradle, so that when you're in the kitchen, you can. It's just got like a
Right.
horizontal thing for your baby.
Like a high chair, kind of.
Not like a high chair, but sort of like people would spend a lot of money on like these $400 or $500 things. You can have your baby kind of bouncing in. You can have an attachment that goes there. Then it has like a high chair with straps, so your little one can sit in the high chair. And then when they grow out of that, it becomes this chair, and it's adjustable.
It's amazing.
And then when they're older, fully grown, they can actually use this chair, and it works the way you're sitting in it.
Yes.
You can flip it around.
I flipped it around and
you
sat
can
on
sit
it, and it's the
backward.
most, like, it supports your lower back. So it's so comfortable. So that is why I decided to leave this chair in here, because you are all about ergonomics and being comfortable. And so it just made the most sense to leave it in here.
Yeah. And you know what? It also is very aesthetically pleasing.
It is, yeah.
So
It's very like modern and sleek.
yeah. So yes, it is a baby chair, but it's also a big girl chair.
Yeah. And they come in so many different colors. I love it.
They're fun.
Fun.
Okay, great. Next question. How long have you two been friends?
Oh, I
it
like
seems
this
as though
question.
you're sisters.
Oh.
We've known each
Thanks,
other.
guys.
I feel like. Okay, so you wanted.
Actually, can we tell that story about?
Yes, you can tell that story.
Okay, so first of all, I met Melissa like maybe 5 years ago when you came to Chatelaine.
Mm-hmm.
And I was
2017 when my book came out, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
So 3 years.
When my book came out.
That you all should read.
Yeah.
And I got a copy of Melissa's book to my desk because I was the home editor at the time, I think. And Melissa came to do a live chat or a live video with my good friend Katie.
In a beautiful set.
Yes, that was like the yes, I remember that. And there was like a bedroom and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like fangirling because I also interviewed you. No, I interviewed you like before. 5 years or like 5 years ago. That's so fun. Anyways, was fangirling a little bit and was like, hey, Melissa. And you were like, hi. And then
I was like so nice to you. I'm like, hi, Alexandra Gater.
You didn't know
I didn't.
And then I just kind of was like observing the whole thing. And then fast forward to like a year and a half later, I was doing the home primp and I reached out to Melissa and said, could you come in, help me clean my kitchen? And we'll do an episode about like cleaning and decorating your kitchen. And the day before we were supposed to shoot, I got let go from Chatelaine and had to like email Melissa's PR to be like, hey, so I got fired and Melissa and I won't be able to shoot. I was so embarrassed because we've been planning it for like a month.
I was so devastated for you.
Oh, but we weren't even friends really then either.
We weren't even friends. We kind of knew of each other, but then I was like, there's this Yiddish word called naches. For those of you who don't know Yiddish, it's just this sense of pride that someone has for someone or something else. And like, I am so proud. I have so much naches for you because like you have made you've made such a name for yourself. And
That's
something
so nice.
happened and you took a lemon and you truly, I mean, you made lemonade, you made limoncello, you made lemon cheesecake. Like you've done all the good things.
Okay, not to get like savvy, but I always have looked up to you too because I call Melissa all the time. I'm like, please help me because you're so knowledgeable. You're so successful. And And
anyway,
then we became friends after that, like personal friends, not necessarily with friends.
It's
also there is a
outside,
blizzard. Yeah.
Just so you know.
like a
that
massive
just
blizzard.
happened.
Cool. But yeah, so to answer the question, we've been friends for like, I'd say 4-ish years.
Yeah. And like the really nice thing is, in this situation, it can be a very isolating job, right?
Yes.
Like you're by yourself, you're at home a lot, you're working crazy hours.
Yeah.
And like, it's nice when you're at an office because other people kind of get what you're going through. But when you're by yourself, you kind of need other people in your space. And that's one of the reasons why it's so great that, we've been able to be friends and be connected and kind of talk shop and talk personal stuff. And
and our friend, Elle we're like a little threesome. And it's just really nice to go away with both of you and be able to like talk about this job and, all the stuff that comes with it.
Yeah. And be supportive.
Exactly. Be supportive. Look at us. Okay.
Jumping on to that, actually, do you have any advice as to how to work on a project with a friend from Lindsay?
Yeah, that's a great question. So my husband and I work together, and I always tell people the secret to our success, well, first of all, it's 90% great and 10% horrendous. And really the secret to our success is very good communication, understanding what each one is good at, and then literally letting go of everything else so that you're not like micromanaging and controlling, because that will kill your relationship. And for us, like we also see a therapist together just to work through some of the bigger challenges because, we're married, we're parents, and we're co-business owners. So that has been super helpful for us. In terms of working with a friend, I mean, you're not living and working with them, but I would say like, for the two of us, I'm a firm believer that if I'm going to work with someone, I like to find the best of everything. So if I'm going to work with someone, I have to trust that they know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
Just like
That's such good advice.
If someone brings me in, like, for my cleaning business, like we come and clean your place.
You do every month.
Not like you're sitting there like micromanaging my staff.
Yeah.
You're like, Melissa's staff know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I'm going to trust them. And just like when you were here, you were like, I don't want to screw anything up. I'm like, you won't. Like, you're amazing. I trust you.
But I think in terms of decorating someone's space, I think what you said about you and Chad is so true. Like communicating, Melissa and I already obviously had a discussion about her room, as I would have a discussion with anyone, to really get a sense of like what you're looking for. And then you're right. There has to be some trust there of like,
totally.
I'm going to let you do you, and hopefully you kind of make it work.
Make your space work.
Did that? Say the other thing. Make your space work. Yeah, I think that's really good advice.
Yeah.
All right, we've got a question from Donna. Is the peel and stick wallpaper easy to clean? She loves every room you put it in.
Oh, thanks, Donna. Hi, Donna. I feel like that's kind of a question for you.
So embarrassingly, I haven't tried cleaning it, and I don't plan to because I don't like cleaning anything unless I have to. So what I'll say is this, just from looking at it, I mean, it looks like it is washable, as in I'd be able to take a microfiber cloth and some all-purpose and just give it a wipe if it needed it.
I don't know. I'm hesitant to say
Should we
that.
test it?
Can you imagine?
No.
The makeover just falls apart. Yeah. I would say be cautious. I would even just use like even a dry microfiber. I don't know if you should put any liquid on it.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I'm going to research and get back to you guys. I've never cleaned peel and stick wallpaper, so I don't know.
We can only hope, and we'll wait for Alexandra to give us the update.
We need to test it in like a safe environment.
That's right. We'll take an off cut and we'll just do some testing.
Yeah.
That was a great question.
There's also different like materials you can get for peel and stick. So I feel like something that's vinyl or a little heavier would probably be easier and safer to clean.
That is a very good point.
Yeah.
Going into some like room details.
Yeah.
Can you name some of the plants in your makeovers from Natalia?
Like in this makeover?
Yeah, in this one and other ones. Some of your favorite plants.
Yeah. I love this question. I love right now string of hearts. Yes. So this is string of hearts. I love finding ones that are really, really like long
and stringy.
They're so beautiful.
Yeah.
Someone actually asked me the other day where you can find these in Toronto. Go to Portland Market. It's this plant store. They are the only store in the city that has ones that are like fully grown and really long.
Sheridan, there's also, if you're in the city, there's
Sheridan.
Anga's Farm, Sheridan Nurseries. And then if you're up in the burbs, you can go to Valley View. Terra is another great garden center. What else?
Oh, wait, of course the name just slipped my mind.
I just got a plant at the grocery store today, a really rare one. So when you're at the grocery store, you should also just check their floral section because they might have something really cool that no one getting apples and oranges would ever think of.
Did you say Valley View? I think you did.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I was going to say.
It's intense there.
It's incredible. And they have all sorts of plants.
It's a schlep, but it's really
It's really great. I also love using Monstera plants. I like getting them as little babies because they grow really quickly, I find. And you can watch their leaves split and they're beautiful.
Yeah. This one behind me is called a philodendron. And that one, it's kind of got like these weird looking fingers. I kind of like weird plants.
Yeah.
And the other thing, I'm going to bring this one over to you. You got me this one.
Oh, I love that one.
And actually, it was in a small pot and I had to take it out and repot it because
I love it.
She got so big so quickly. But I mean, obviously the pink.
I have one of those. I embarrassingly don't know what it's called, but I've seen these more and more and like they're not uncommon to find around Toronto.
So I did know what this was called and now the name escapes me.
But they're beautiful. They're stunning.
But I really love it. I think what's so fun is like with plants, you can find ones that have purple and pink and different shades of green. You can it's so much more than just the palms that you can get at IKEA.
I'm also coveting those plants with the spots on them. Have you seen those? Like they literally have polka dots on them.
The begonias.
I don't know why.
Yeah, they're begonias. Oh yeah. No, I know. I have it saved on Instagram.
Oh, I love it.
It's called, oh my God. Also, name escaping me. I have it on Instagram.
The live makes it very like intense. I'm just forgetting everything.
It's okay.
Like we're live, so I forget.
But it's human. Like everybody has this, right? They're having a conversation. Like I can't remember that. I'll get it later. It's a begonia. I know.
A begonia. I thought that was a flower.
So did I. Keep going. I'm going to look it up and we'll clear this up once and for all.
Let us know in the chat if you know what plant we're talking about and if you know the name.
No, I definitely know.
Okay, we're just going to search it.
Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, there's so many fabulous plants. You guys should just see my Instagram right now.
Beautiful. Are those all your saved? Wait, that's it.
Yeah, this one. That's right. Begonia Immaculata.
Oh, did someone say
Dina.
it? Yes.
Dina.
Yes, Dina.
Yes, girl.
Thank you.
That's the one.
Yeah, I want to go to, anyways. Guys, can we take a trip after this live?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yay, we can.
So go plant shopping.
Great.
Also, Kathy would like to see the planter behind Melissa's shoulder close up.
This one?
Yes.
Sure.
That's beautiful. Where did you get that?
So I got it at HomeSense. You got me a beautiful one.
Where is that
cracked?
It cracked. So I had to find an adequate replacement. It's okay.
I love it.
It's okay. So I gotta say, like,
it's beautiful.
HomeSense just kills for having.
Yeah. Well, that's where I got the other one.
I know. I'm telling you. And you go to a garden center and they're like $30, $40. And you go to HomeSense and it's like $12.99.
Alana and I are always looking for good planters for makeovers. We're like frantically always searching for a good planter.
Can I show you this one?
I was eyeing that. I love it. I love how you have such a quirky sense of style. Like
$14.99.
I love
my friends. Looks like I ordered this from a very special place and paid way too much money for it, but I didn't.
Oh, the other one. You want to see the other one?
This one?
Yeah.
That's cute too.
Also from Winners, and I think this plant is called a String of Tears.
That's beautiful.
These
are very delicate.
They're very delicate, and I don't have them in the right potting soil, so I'm gonna. But look how nicely it matches the wallpaper.
So great.
Aren't we having a great time with this? I took the sticker off, but this one was not expensive either.
I love it. And I got most of your other accessories, I think, from HomeSense.
Yeah.
That I put in here. And then, of course, you have the huge lips, which is amazing. I love those. You've had those for a long time, right?
I've probably had those for 10 years, 10 or 12 years. And I don't know what it is. I've always loved drawing lips. I just think they're beautiful. And then I saw those one day at this beautiful furniture store.
I love it.
Like a unique little shop downtown. Yeah. And I was like, I'm buying these. I don't care. And they didn't fit anywhere. And I just schlepped that thing with me. And that's what I always say about decluttering. Like, get rid of the stuff that doesn't mean anything to you. But if there's something you love, you got to keep it.
That's also what I say about decor. People ask me all the time, like, how do I find my style or how do I put things together? I get overwhelmed when I'm shopping. And I always say, it sounds so cliche, but it's so true. Just shop for the things that you love. Like, that's what I've always done, is just pull the things that I love and you'll see that you start to have a style and that everything just kind of works, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think everything has to be like matchy.
You should get like a little zing when you see something you love.
Totally.
And
Like the Mary Kondo. She goes like, what is it? She goes like,
yeah, she's got a little move. We need to come up with a move.
yeah, we do. Let's think on that.
We'll come up with one later and we'll share.
Like I zinged. I don't know why I did
that was like bend and snap /
thing.
Easter bunny.
Like my cats. Just like,
oh my god.
Anyways, where's Lottie? That's what I want to know. Why is she not in this live?
Yeah,
Sorry.
Lottie. You should have
like
brought
Lottie.
her
Where
away.
are you?
You should have brought.
I know.
Lottie.
Now I'm kicking myself.
Mind you, Molly and Molly would have been like, "Who are you? Why are you here?"
Also, Lottie's been wearing a onesie for 2 weeks.
I've noticed that.
She's in rough shape right now. She's fine, but like not her best. So
okay.
Someone yesterday in my Instagram comments thought that I was just dressing her in a onesie. And I just want to clear that up. No, she has to wear it. Though she looks adorable in the onesie.
Cute. It is quite
She has like 3 different colors. It's great. Anyways.
Put in the good word.
Speaking of things you love, Alexandra, this question is from Linda.
Hi, Linda.
How long have you had your pom-pom obsession? Do you know where it came from?
I think she was born with that.
I have a really funny story about my pom-pom obsession. I don't really know like why I started loving pom-pom so much, but when I was doing the home crim series at the magazine, there was pom-poms in like all of my early videos. And I remember the videographer at the time, who's a good friend of mine, she said, Alexandra, I just kind of want to mention that maybe you should stop using the pom-poms because there's a lot of them and, you know, maybe it's not everyone's taste. And she kind of like said it gently. And I was kind of conflicted. I was like, ooh, maybe I should stop with the pom-poms. And then it became this thing. Like everyone just started associating me with pom-poms. So I'm glad that I stuck with it. But yeah, I've always just been drawn to like a very kind of girly and whimsical, but like sophisticated style. And I feel like, I don't know, pom-poms just make me happy. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Sophistowim.
So the name just came into my head. I think it's called a pepperomia? Pepperoni. A pink pepperoni. I think it's peperomia. That
the
pink
plant?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Okay, I love that.
Don't ask me to spell it. It rhymes with pepperoni. Just go there. They'll know what you're talking about.
Like Google it.
I'm looking for the pink pepperoni. They'll be like, yeah, I know which one you're talking
so
about.
Funny. Oh, I love it. I love all your comments, guys.
Pepperomia.
Yeah.
Pepperomia.
Yeah, pepperomia.
Donna, you're killing it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Donna.
I feel like I need a plant analyst.
Yes. How is Paisley?
Oh, Paisley. I'm not ready to talk about Paisley.
Okay, we'll
that was my
move on
other
from
cat.
Hello from Portugal. Fun. Next question.
Yes. So Natasha wants to know, how do you choose the proper rug for a space?
Oh, girlfriend, you need to talk about this. Because
Okay.
I'm not going to swear because we're live, but you swear word killed the carpet.
Thanks.
In a good way.
Rugs
In a good
stressed
way.
me out like all Christmas break. I was just like Googling rugs because they're hard to find.
And I also was very specific. I'm like, look at my shirt. I kind of wear this because I'm like, I got to talk about all the color.
Yeah.
I'm not into like boring all white. I want color.
Yeah.
I want insanity, like just really
Yes.
inspiring against the white because I just need a space where I can be creative and inspired. And I know that sounds cliche.
No.
But you took that information and you worked with it.
Well, I think the challenge in this space was finding a really colorful rug and also finding a patterned wallpaper because you asked for both things.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what
wasn't so hard.
No, it's what it was difficult because, you know, a lot of patterns and colors can kind of clash. What I will say is when you're looking for a rug, or wallpaper for that matter, I think you should really embrace the pattern and embrace the color, especially if you're trying to like match to something else. So, okay, I have 2 different kind of pieces of advice. One, I would say if you're going for something minimal and like plain, so maybe a white rug, try and find something with texture.
Yeah.
So something that has like braided tassels on the end or maybe little tufts in the rug.
Like the one you have.
Exactly, in my living room. It's from Rugs USA. It's amazing. It was not expensive.
That one in your house is
in the living room. Yeah.
That was a winner.
I love that rug so much. So I would definitely say, texture is really key. And then when you're looking for something with color, what I did in Melissa's space is I pulled the rugs that I was looking at with lots of color and I put them in like a Photoshop document. You could do like a Word document if you don't have Photoshop. And I placed it beside a bunch of different options for wallpaper. And what I find when you're mixing and matching colors and patterns is to just embrace the chaos. I don't really feel like I'm someone who loves lots of pattern and color, kind of clashing.
Yeah, me too.
And so I just kind of went through a bunch of options and put them side by side and really found one that I thought worked.
And you know what I love about this rug? There's so much that can be done with it. Like the yellow and taupey, you kind of obviously made work with the gold, but then there's so many pinks, red, oranges, blues. Like it's so easy to accessorize.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a limiter. It's an enabler.
A lot of people in the comments of Melissa's makeover was saying like she asked for color and it didn't really seem like you delivered on that. And my kind of answer back to that is I really felt that putting a color on this wall, I personally think it would have been way too much. Like, I don't think it would have felt, I think it would have felt way too chaotic. But this was a happy medium. It was like finding a pattern that was funky and fun, but in a muted tone that really went well with the rug. And I will say that I know you love accessories. And so I knew that Melissa, once we left, was going to add her own kind of stamp on this office and bring in lots of color that way. And I also didn't know what she was going to be doing with the fourth wall. So I wanted to really maximize the color in the rug and then keep everything else very neutral so that one, you could add to it as the years kind of go by, and two, because I didn't want it to date. And I find when you use tons of color in a room, it can look really dated really, really quickly. And one more thing, you are adding some color on the top of the desk, which I think is such a fun idea. You should talk about that.
I'm gonna go grab my wallpapers.
So I knew that Melissa was gonna find some fun ways like this to add that color that, in like a fun way.
So it's kind of hard to see them. I did put them on my Instagram.
Go to her stories. You did a good.
Yeah, it's my Instagram's just my name @MelissaMaker. And this is like a giant flamingo print. And then Alexandra told me she's used it before.
In an entire powder room, like covered the whole walls, and it looks incredible.
And I don't know why, but I think flamingos are just such fun birds.
Yeah, they're
not that I've met any personally, but I just think they're fun birds because they're pink. And they look very unique. And then of course I got this classic looking palm / leafy print, which is so stunning. So I feel like both of these work great with the rug. And of course, because we have the flexibility of the different colors in there, it can go either way. And then what I've done on this built-in tabletop, and you guys have actually asked a lot about the built-in, so we can address that. If there's a question for that. I got a piece of acrylic cut to go on top of it because I do my makeup here and it gets messy, and because I think about cleaning all the time, I know that this surface can get dirty and ruined. So this is a great way to keep it clean, but it opens up the opportunity to put something underneath the acrylic. And that's where this wallpaper, and this is peel and stick wallpaper from Wayfair. Yeah, I think it's such a fun, and the beauty of this is that it's temporary, right? Yeah, so it's not like I'm not going to stick the flamingo wallpaper up here because, in 2 years, you might be like, I cannot look at that pink flamingo wallpaper anymore. It's Bring
your
me a toucan,
right? So this way, you can take it out, you can switch them up whenever you want.
Yeah.
I also will say that coming back in here and reflecting on the space, I maybe would have painted this back wall with the built-ins. That's like one thing I would change
What color would you have done?
I don't know. That's hard. I don't know.
Like a green?
Yeah, maybe a green.
Yeah.
But something like bright and fresh, maybe like a nice yellow.
Well, something I can always think about in the future.
Yeah, but I'm really happy with how it all
Me too. Everyone who's come and seen the office loves it, and whatever about them, like I'm just so happy in here.
I'm so glad.
Yeah. Oh,
that's what matters, is that you're happy.
Yeah.
So yes, Courtney has a burning question. Switching gears a bit. So she says, I'm moving into a studio apartment on Saturday. Have you got any tips for storage and tidiness in a small kitchen? So that's for both of you.
Storage in a small kitchen?
Yeah. Storage and organization.
Oh my gosh, I have so many tips. Can I throw to a video that I've done?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I did a video on my own channel. On my own channel. Oh my gosh, it was when I started my channel. So I was still living at my parents' house. But I think it's like maybe the third video I did, and it goes through a lot of organizing hacks in your kitchen. There's so many products you can buy.
Mm-hmm.
I will say two of my favorites are for like lunch container drawer using a pot organizer. So
A pot lid organizer.
Yeah. So you can put your lids, you can put your lunch containers. I also will say that one of my biggest tips when it comes to like that drawer is to invest in glass lunch containers.
Yep.
I find that they're more durable. They last longer. They don't warp, so you can replace the tops.
They're easier to clean.
They're and I think I would say that they're just like healthier in general.
Yeah. And the thing I love about glass containers is that, I only have a few of them, whereas when you have plastic, you feel like you could have 100 and you still wouldn't have enough.
Yeah.
But with glass, it's just they're better quality,
Yes.
they last, and it's just, you don't need to have 50 of them.
Yeah.
Like I think we maybe have 8.
Yeah.
And that covers leftovers, meals on the go.
I will also say, I know you talk a lot about this on your channel, but for me, it's been so important living like by myself, moving into my own space, is to really get rid of the things that don't serve me really. And I used to have like 20 mugs. I'm like, no, I only need like 5 mugs. And just, really investing in the things that you love when it comes to your salad servers, when it comes to your like pots, even just having things that you love.
It's like underwear in your drawer. You're always going to pick your favorite pairs of
oh
underwear
my gosh,
first,
that's so true.
right? So it's like in the kitchen, with the mug situation. I know I have mugs that I favor. Like, why do I have the other mugs in there?
Yeah.
What? Because the eye doctor gave me one. Like,
Totally.
It's so foolish. So Courtney, I feel very similar to Alexandra, where if you're moving into a new space, it is such a wonderful opportunity.
Yes.
To really sort through, and even though you're probably overwhelmed and you're like, I'm unpacking, really take the time when you're unpacking to be mindful about every item that you take out.
Yes.
And think, do I need this? Do I love it? Does it serve a purpose? And if it doesn't, it's okay to get rid of it.
Yeah.
The other thing I'll say is when you're moving into a kitchen, let me just open this drawer. Maybe you can't see. I have drawer liner in there.
Yes.
It's like it's like a textured drawer liner.
It's a good tip.
Those are really good for cupboards and drawers. They keep spills, they clean. So, if you're renting, your landlord can't go in and say, oh, you ruined the shelf. It's just a nice way to do it. And it kind of makes your kitchen feel cleaner.
I was going to say, it makes it feel clean.
Yeah.
I also think, like I said, there's so many products like plate stackers, those things that you can really maximize.
They're like little wire shelves that you can put in.
Yeah.
And they essentially double up the space you have in one shelf.
Ooh, and another product that I included in this video was this little shelf that hooks onto the underside of your shelf. And that's such a great place to put like tea towels, all of those things that always get
bags of
jumbled.
bags of rice, beans.
And it's really maximizing the cupboard space.
Yeah, like
often,
the open air space.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Often there's so much open air space.
Yeah.
I hope that answers your
Good luck
question,
with your
Courtney.
move.
Yeah, I'm so excited for you.
So we have a question from T. So this one is getting real. How do you deal with hate comments and criticism?
Really, guys? This one today?
That's okay. We can do it.
No, because should I talk about this?
Yeah, your content is so wholesome,
Okay.
but the comment section is
I'm, like,
often
going
so
red.
mean.
That's okay.
No,
I'm here.
I would love to hear your thoughts on this, but I wasn't going to talk about this, but I woke up to a very scathing email today, this morning. And I actually touched on this on a vlog that I did recently because this is getting really real. Something I've really struggled with over the last few months has been comments directed towards my body. Mm-hmm. There seems to be a lot of those. And I think as a woman, it makes me so angry because I think we're more kind of susceptible to those comments. Mm-hmm. And in this email, this person was telling me that I should lose 40 pounds.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be alive if you lost.
Right. And I talked about this in my blog, and so many people reached out to me after I had kind of been open about some health struggles I've been going through. And I was overwhelmed at the amount of amazing support that came from like people that I went to high school with were messaging me being like, I'm so sorry to hear that you're going through this struggle. And anyways, all of that to say, I think that the job we do can be really difficult sometimes. It's the best job in the entire world. But I think sometimes it can get really hard when you put yourself out there and you receive comments that you never would think that, I don't know, anyone would kind of say. And people can tell you a million things like, oh, that person's really sad and that person's going through a hard time. And, there's women on gossip sites that just say the most awful things about, people in our community. And it's really difficult. But I think at the end of the day, you have to remember that those people are really sad and going through a tough time themselves. And we're just kind of the punching bag. Yeah. Really.
So the way I look at it is like when a comment like that comes out, I know it's not about me. I know it's about them.
Yeah.
Because I know like when I'm angry or I'm having a feeling about something, I'll project exactly what I'm going through onto someone else. And like you say, it's a punching bag situation.
Yeah.
So to be honest, like the comments when they're hurtful and they come through, I look at them and I just tell myself, first of all, you guys know a piece of me, what you see online, but you don't know the whole me.
Yeah.
I am so much more than what you see online. And my friends and family love me. They care about me. They know I'm a good person. And that's what matters. Yeah. Not to say that what everyone else doesn't think matters, but if I'm square with myself at the end of the day and the people in my life who truly, they're there for me and they love me and support me, those are the people whose comments matter. And if they were to say something about me, like, Melissa, you're a real, you better work on that. Like, that's good for me to know.
100%.
But, I've gotten comments before, like Chad and I have this funny relationship and you've seen it like behind camera. Like we just rag on each other all the time and it works for us. And like, it's hilarious. Like that's just who we are.
Yeah.
But we'll get people who, they'll comment and they'll say, Melissa, I think you better watch the way you talk to Chad or else he's going to cheat on you. Or maybe Chad, you should, I'll marry you. You seem to be a great guy. So I've gotten stuff like that before and I'm just like, okay, cool. Like it's okay. Like people don't know how Chad and I are. And, but it's also helped me understand how things can come off to an audience.
Yeah.
So I will say like sometimes, and I'm fortunate, like my audience is pretty kind, but there are times where I'll look at comments and I'll say, I have to think about that. Like maybe that is something for me to consider.
Yeah.
Now in terms of the body image stuff,
absolutely. Yeah.
You got it. I'm sorry. Like it's not okay to say that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And if I see it, I just look the other way.
It's something I've really been, I got like goosebumps when I talk about it because it's something that I think I just started this like career, but I definitely think it's
just started.
Well, like,
You're like a Canadian success story.
Like, well,
I was in a meeting the other day and someone's like, you know Alexandra Gater?
I'm gonna blush. I'm gonna blush. But I think it's something I definitely want to kind of talk about more, especially when I did that vlog about the things I was going through health-wise. And the only reason I decided to share that was because of, to your point, like I was like, hey guys, I know that when you ask if I'm expecting a baby, it comes from like a really great place, but also you might not know that I am literally I have like early Crohn's disease, which is not an easy thing to deal with. But I think being open about those things proves to people that you really don't know anything about who you're watching online. And I think it's important to remember that like, you talk about cleaning on your channel. Mm-hmm. I talk about home decor, and it should kind of be left like at that. It's not, I don't know.
I think people listen. I think, the people who love watching you, they're interested in other parts of your life as well. And I know I take the same level of interest in the people who I love watching. I'm like, ooh, what's going on with that person? Oh, that's interesting. And it can be very easy to go down that rabbit hole. And I can see, if I weren't in this industry, I can understand how that there's like that rabid hunger for more information, but it can take an ugly turn. So, I would just say like, be mindful of that. And I think you brought up such a great point. Like, you don't know what people are going through. And literally everybody has a struggle that they're not talking about because either they don't want to share it online or they don't know how to, and they don't have to.
Yeah.
And it's our job as an audience to say, you do you, thank you for doing what you do. And I understand the boundaries and the limits that you're setting.
Yeah. Totally agree. That felt really good to talk about.
That was
cathartic.
So we're at our last question, and still like in the feels emo territory. What would each of you tell yourselves if you met yourself 5 years ago?
Oh my God, Alexandra.
What would I get like emotional?
How old were you? 15?
I don't even know. How old was I 5 years ago? Can't do math.
16.
24. I was 24. What would I tell myself 5 years ago? I would tell myself that.
Wait, what did you say in my video?
What video?
You said, I am capable, like when you were assembling the desk.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you were like, I am capable, I am able, I can do this.
Yeah, I would say that. I would say that the worst thing that I thought could ever happen to me was going to happen, aka losing my job, and that it wasn't going to be the end of my life. It was just going to be the beginning. So emotional.
But isn't that true?
It's so true.
Like I said, you took every citrus that you were handed and you made a variety of treats with it.
Yeah, and I would say that, like, I would just say that, I don't know, just working hard and being really passionate about the things that you love pay off.
Yeah.
Because they do. What would you say 5 years ago? You didn't have Riley 5 years ago?
No, I didn't. She's 2.
The other day I thought she was like 1. I don't know where I've been the past 2 years.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Feels like it's been 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know. What would I say? I mean, I have gone through quite a journey over, the past 13 years of being a business owner and then a creator and then a product, with the cloths business that we have.
Yeah.
The one thing I can tell myself, similar to what you were saying, is you're going to get knocked down. Okay, you guys remember that? No, you're all too young. You know that horrible song, I Get Knocked Down?
Yes,
it's
I remember
in your head
that
all day. Okay. But it is so true because you are going to get knocked down and you'll get back up again.
Yeah, it's true.
And you will always be okay. You'll land on your feet. You'll figure it out. And when terrible things have happened to me and I've thought that they're the end of the world, grit, tenacity, belief in yourself, surrounding yourself with positive, supportive people who will help lift you up, talking to someone if you need help. Yeah. I love therapy. Oh my God, I wish more people would talk about it. But having that third party who's neutral and can just sit there and like listen to you and kind of help you with perspective, and keeping really good people in your life. So getting rid of the toxic friends and just hanging on to the good, supportive people who love you and care about you and surround you in times of need and really are happy and proud of you when you do well and not like weird and jealous. I would say that. And then I would also, Chad, my husband, has this saying where he says, well, he has 2 really good ones. The first one is always bet on yourself. And we always joke, like, if he ever gets a tattoo, it's going to be that. We actually have that on a poster in Riley's room. It's such a great saying. Always bet on yourself. It's really about self-belief. Yeah. And the second thing, there's this quote by a rapper, and I'm going to screw the whole thing up, and I don't remember who the rapper was. But he said, it's not about what I'm paraphrasing and I'm going to ruin it, but it's not about who can, I know. And it's going to be like so terrible because I don't remember the lyric, but it's not about who can be hot. It's about who can handle being cool or not, or cold or not. And it's like, when times are good, we're good. Yes. But when times aren't good, how do you handle yourself then? Yeah. So weathering the storm, I think, is the most important thing. And knowing that things that feel like a big, horrible deal, they're really not that bad in the grand scheme of things. Yes.
And it's okay to feel those things.
Yeah, feel the feelings.
But
wine, chocolate, plants, retail therapy,
rugs,
cats, all of that stuff helps.
Like literally, can I just say, this is to like lighten the mood a little bit. When I was going through a very tough time this summer,
you wore a body like a baby.
I literally went out and bought a cat.
I know.
So, I mean, there's no wrong thing.
You cat wore her. Like,
and she is the best thing that has ever happened to me.
So there are ways to get through the tough times.
Buy a cat. Like, that's the moral of the story.
And have your pet spayed or neutered. But there are also great ways to come out of it and know this is okay. And S happens to everybody. And just having I love the word grit. Just be a little bit gritty. It's okay.
I love that.
You can be a little scuffed and bruised.
Grace, because I want to say that I've said this to you many times, but I really look up to you as how graceful you handle things and how graceful you are as a business owner.
Thank you.
You have so many things on the go. I cry I don't cry. I mean, that's a bit of I'm being dramatic. I want to cry every day because this job can be very demanding. And but I look at you and you're always just like
such as yourself.
Cool, calm, collected, selling your microfiber cloths, running your casual business here. You're just such.
But that's 13 years in the game. Like you and anybody else, like your skin thickens. You get gritty and you get graceful. It does. Right? You figure it all out.
You brush the hate off.
Yeah, just brush it off. Wait, let's do our move.
Wait, what was this again?
Bend and snap and the Easter Bunny.
Is this what?
It was like Marie Kondo's spark.
Oh yeah. It's like the channel Lottie. Channel your inner Lottie.
Yeah.
Be more like Lottie.
Your inner baby cat.
Basically. Okay. Is that it?
Wow.
Guys, that was so fun.
It was
Thank
fun.
you to everyone for joining us. This was so fun. I need to do more live videos.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And please come by anytime or I'll come by to you. And we can like do this again. Or you should do it with other people whose places you make over. But either way,
really fun.
Yeah, it was lovely to talk to all of you too.
Thanks you guys so much for all of your comments. I'm gonna go through them afterwards, like after we end this, and just because I like reading your comments.
All right.
Okay. Are we gonna end it?
End it.
I think we are.
Okay, bye.
Have a great afternoon.
Bye.